Excuse me. Who are you? 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 Excuse me. Who are you?
I actualize. That's what I say. Self-study. Get me off this stupid internet. I live a life of Instagram captions. Everything applies. Everything means something. I apply. I mean everything. But no one cares. You can reach out if you want. But I won't do the same. And I rot here as my brain recycles. I eat like shit, and I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. Arm is lay waste, and I lay wasted. Body a ransacked temple, dark circles under my eyes, and my hair so long. I can no longer associate myself, can no longer recognize myself, as I am cast out in perfect blue, in haze, newly discovered, but somehow I've always been there, waiting for this.
Who do you want them to think you are? How do you think people see you? Or don't you let them near enough to see?
The internet is so much fun. I'm having so much fun. Natural extension of myself. I love it so much. How I rot here. I don't talk to my parents much anymore, because the internet always has something new. And it's so cool how there's always something cool to look at. I can connect with all my friends and look at pictures that might make me laugh sometimes. Everyone's here on the web, and it makes me happy. I love being digital and making people think I'm cool. And there's sex on here too. I know it's not real, but if I turn off the lights and listen closely, it feels like it's actually happening. And that's pretty cool. Turn that shit up. I don't want to hear anything else anymore. Blast my head with a 12 gauge. Or 174 BPM, whichever you can reach first. And please, stop worrying about me. I'm having fun here on my phone. This minutia is all I really need now, because it culls excess ego and grounds me. I'm pretty sure. I'm tired of ever feeling significant, ever having felt significant. Dual programming, everything and nothing, both frying circuits, like steel wool and a whisper on my precious, squishy brain, yelling these errant little synapses that no one cares to ever listen to. And I pretend you're listening, but please remember that I know how fast you are to ignore me. And please remember that I know how scared you are to tell me that. Though maybe after I die, you'll read all of this and reflect on all that I've left behind and all that I've spewed on the internet and this goddamn stupid phone.
But I'll be dead anyways.
$10,428 as of now. My first picture is of my old dog my one took to surprise me. If as the smallest gestures we often keep closest, there is so much of myself here. My face a decade ago, somehow more familiar to me than what I see now. How I wish I could tell him how much I miss that old dog. Those Lego sets. How I looked in a cap and gown. How cruel is it that I believe in him more than he did? There is no shame here now. Auditoriums and old stories. Riding in the truck bed and believing those nights, those songs, would carry me home like a sleeping child. I was a sleeping child. I giggle when I think about when Dad hit my head on the door frame as he carried me to bed. Something so innocent, so human, hidden in plain sight now, locked away in memory. Blurred photos of pastures, salmon I cooked, high scores I got, the glory of which I feel fleetingly as I see it again. But man, it must have felt good 6 years ago. I am in this gallery now. Portraits of moments whose value was mistakenly placed on display. As my face changes, old stories mean less lately. But I know not how much harder I can scratch to reach out to him again and tell him just how much he'd miss it.
decide whether all this is right or wrong. But as I've always seemed to judge myself in terms of other people's standards and opinions, I have no moral reserves of my own to tap. I'm quite sure, though, that if I had any principles, what I'm doing now would violate most all of them.
I told you, and I wish you held me back. So hold me back. Slow me down. Stop me on you. I don't want to leave. I don't want you to leave. That's what I told you. So hold me back. Touch my skin. Remind me why we're both here. Just hold me back, please. Shut the door and come to me. I need you to hold me back. I don't care what happened with us. I don't care how you hurt me. It was so long ago. And I still find myself here, wanting this. I know I'm stupid, and I'm in over my head. Some things never end, and many more things I can't tell. So help me instead, and hold me back. Hold me back again. I don't care anymore. Just hold me back. Help me get back. Hold me back.
I may seem independent because I say I am, and I believe I am too. Until I come home nameless, to a bed without you in it. The blankets keep me warm, but it can't replace your touch, igniting violet on my skin that glows against the nighttime. Please hold me, nameless. I won't tell you about my day, because I know you wouldn't care, and I don't want to bore you. Just hold me. Let me hold you, and feel ourselves unravel unto each other. Look into my eyes in silence. Let me smile when I do the same. You don't mind my quirks, nameless. The way my face looks on its side, the way I slur my words, the way I feel like everything and nothing, all at once. Because some habits are hard to break, nameless, and you are my biggest example. I've placed so many faces on you. Imagine your arms so differently. Your hair, your voice, your smell, your taste. And now you're the same as me. You're everything. You're nothing. You're everything. My needs, my desires, my rising sun, crescent moon, morning coffee, and warm milk at night. And yet, you're nothing, nameless, because you're nameless. You could be anyone, but the truth is that you're no one. There is nothing assigned to you. There is no manifestation of you. There is no name, face, voice of you. You're nothing. And so I come home to an empty bed, nameless, imagining you holding me in your arms, whispering to me some hushed words I'd only understand if you had a name.
nobody wants you, and you're looking for someone to hold your hand, someone who will understand. Now you're by yourself, and you're feeling the world closing on you, and you're asking for someone to show they care, someone who's really there, someone who understands. Do what you can, sleep when you can. Maybe the hand of the Lord is upon you to guide you, protect you, hold you, and love you. She makes you feel wanted. She makes you feel real.
Everything that I bottled up for an adequate adolescence is catching up to me. Everything I was told I shouldn't fear now wants to have its way with me. Let bread sit out too long, the air, the tepid temperature causes it to mold. Let ice float, the sun will perform poisonous actions unto it. Let silence sit, and soon the creatures in it shall fester. Let bottles fill, but soon they will overflow and spill guts to the floor. Guts to the floor. I spill my guts to God, who tells me he loves me, and that should be enough. It's not enough, but I keep coming back. Perhaps because if I cannot lay the evidence of my life to paint me as the victim of the ignorance of others, then at least I can feel like one by begging for my merciless God to hold me. When I know he never spoiled his hands on my stupid, dirty, undeserving skin. So no, there's none in the sky. cells harden and decay. Even the smell changes, something subtle and intimate. It tracks itself through me with a hook too easily. It was too easy, and I loved it. You were too easy, and I loved it. I didn't know it was temporary. I was temporary. Your gateway drug, I wouldn't last long, and you didn't tell me, and I didn't know. And looking back, I don't know if you knew. I feel bad for you. I felt bad for you. We both misplace our empathy, and now you can't make that mistake again. I boil you down until you are none. You are none now. You dissolve away, and you return to your baser nature. You come up in passing, and I can finally laugh, but somehow, still, I think about you. At an April parking lot. I know that's where you are again. I resist finding you there again, doing what I did before, and letting you ruin me again. I can't do it again.
And by torchlight, kindling that stokes. My grandparents taught me how to start fires. I never felt I was any good at it, but I couldn't compute the hours I've spent staring into the flames I ignited, wishing I could feel something palpable, but finding comfort in insignificance because the truth is that I'd never cared if my life was thrown away. In the heat of expectations, the way ants grab and graze and ask so much from me. Perhaps sitting on a pedestal felt nice as some kind of silent, cosmic revenge, but I don't want that anymore. I don't talk to you anymore. Perhaps you find me weak in that way, because I don't talk to God like you do. And I don't hear anything from him anymore. I'm lachrymose now. My constitution is weak. The fire is fake now. It's a party trick, saved for dances I won't attend, drinks I don't sip, messages I ignore. Because the universe is ribbed with the intentions of others. Tidal waves I no longer pretend to withstand. I lay back and give way to the intruding brush of ocean spray. The power of the sea is unstoppable and immense. Deep blues I can no longer resist. Voices around me call me deeper, and the strength you had dissolves in me like a lie. It burns and exhausts to touch it again. I can no longer sustain that pain. I want to apologize for letting you down, as I feel you deserve my sorrow to lift you, and I should sink deeper until I shut down. Hiding in camouflage of sin and sorrow, quiet and peaceful, but something within you is brought to audibility and convinces me I do not deserve peace. And so now the film strips burn in my brain, reel too tightly, and I do not deserve that peace. I only deserve to feel the crush of depth, as I have forsaken you, and everyone who came before you. I am not enough, and my time is over. How merciful you were.
I suspect that no matter what happens, I will allow it to hurt me. Eat away at my insides, as it were, as it will be, as it always has been. Why am I so accessible? Why do I give myself to people who will always and should always remain strangers?
In your basement I grow cold, thinking back to what I was always told. Don't talk to strangers or you might fall in love. Freezer bite, you're sweet divine. You devour like smoke, bovine hide. How funny, I never considered myself tough. You're so handsome, walking over to me now. I tried to be good, am I no good? Am I no good? Am I no good? With my memory restricted to a Polaroid and evidence. I just wanted to be yours. Can I be yours? Can I be yours? Just tell me I'm yours. If I'm turning in your stomach, I don't make any tried it too hard, you'll never sleep a wink at night again. Don't worry about me and these green eyes, mama, just know that I love you. And I'll see you when you get here.
I dance with dead men. I'll hold them too. They're my only friends now, and I miss them. I'm lachrymose. I found my old camera, pictures of old dogs I didn't know were there. There's little comfort now as they stare back at me, begging to be released. I'm lachrymose. I almost cry when I see myself. Those dark circles from hours of sleep lost over years that I'll never get back. Time I can never get back. It's gone. I'm lachrymose. Everything is poison. Maybe it made things easier before we were born, but here we are now, and our bodies are full of toxins, and it's only getting worse, and no one cares. I'm lachrymose. Everything is the same. Everything is safe and curated. But somehow, this is the worst everything has ever been. And I can't breathe or speak. I'm lachrymose. You keep leaving me now. I know it's my fault now, if I'm still upset about you. I am still upset about you. I look for your car every day, so I can hope you'll still see me. I'm lachrymose. I will never get the last 2 years back from you. I will never undo the balled fists, clockwise circles I paced with 16 Psyche in orbit, worth 10,000 quadrillion. I can pretend I found myself then, but all I did was disintegrate. I'm lachrymose. I will always be me, but I will never be who I want. Not because he was taken away from me, but because I allowed him to be taken. And all I'm left with is a disgusting sense of glory, used and torn apart, worthless nostalgia, and I smoke it like a drug. I'm lachrymose. It seems indefinite, and everything I do to not feel like this is only temporary. So maybe I do what I always do, and concede, and lay down, count the lights, and close my eyes, and think. Quiet here.